What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's been a hot minute, but today we are filming a glow up video. And if you couldn't tell, we're in my bathroom. I have a mic, so hopefully it won't be like overly echoey. We won't be in here for the entire time, but every good glow up starts in the bathroom. So we're doing a whole bunch of stuff today. I need to like tint my eyebrows. I need to do some hair oiling. I need to whiten my teeth. We've got everything on the agenda. We're gonna do an everything shower. We're gonna be all nice and baby smooth and smelling like vanilla. That is my favorite thing ever. So I guess to get this started, we need to first apply some hair oil. Now, normally I apply this to the roots and this to the length, but I don't really feel like I have enough time to let this one set. So we're going to do just this one, and then we're gonna give ourselves a good old scalp massage to really just work that in. Now, I try to do this like once a week, but I was traveling recently and I really wasn't being as consistent with it as I would have liked to have been. But and you know what, because I'm not consistent, I can't really say for sure that it's doing anything, but it makes me feel good. So we're just gonna pretend and pray that it's not all for nothing. Oh, and then I go in with this little like scalp massager and really just work the oil in. I've kind of got like a bit of like receding hair going on in these regions. But I don't really want to like start using minoxidil or anything just because I know that you have to like use it for the rest of your life. Otherwise that hair will fall out. And I just don't like the idea of putting like a harsh chemical on my scalp every single day and like letting it absorb into my bloodstream. I don't know, it kind of freaks me out a little bit. Okay, so while that is like marinating, we're gonna just start getting ugly. And I'm just going to pull the rest of my hair back into a clip. Might as well get some eye patches going while we're doing all of this. So I am just going to, I got these in like a big pack off of Amazon forever ago. And I just have a ton of them like still sitting in my cabinet. So we're just going to throw these bad boys on. I was gonna dermaplane today, but my skin is so bad right now from traveling. I was in America for like a month and my body just like did not like it. I have a ton of food intolerances, and the food in America, as we all know, is like poison. So when I go back, my intestines and my skin and everything just freaks out. I need to do some serious tweezing because my eyebrows have not been touched in like over a month. And it is just not looking hot. And I don't have time to go and get them done. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tweeze them, and then I'm gonna go in with a tint. It's actually a men's beard dye, but it works. So I'm gonna go in and tint after I tweeze. Okay, so here's my tinted eyebrow solution here. I use a combination of a few things. I have this like little brush. I also have one of these. And then I have the comb end on this old like NYX eyebrow pencil just to like comb everything in place. But before we do this, I actually need to do some hair removal on my upper lip. I told you this was not gonna be glamorous. I just don't like to pluck my upper lip. I used to do it all the time and it hurts. So I actually like to use Veet to do that. This is just the regular hair removal, and I leave this on for about like 6 minutes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this all over. And it basically just makes the hair fall out at the root. I usually prefer their like sensitive formula, but this was the only one that was available at the shop when I picked it up. And then I set a timer for 6 minutes. Well, rather a stopwatch. So when it gets to 6 minutes, I end it. Okay, so for brows, I'm kind of just brushing them, and I am going to go in and start applying the tint. And I don't really have any like specific special way I do this. I kind of just draw it on as though I am drawing in my brows. Take a good hard look. This is me in all my glory. Brows are setting, hair removal is setting. We are well on our way. Officially been 6 minutes. So we can go ahead and remove the hair, and I just used this little like scrapey tool that came with it. It's very glamorous. Okay, eyebrows are rinsed, and I'm just gonna let that develop. So if I don't use like face wash or soap on them, they'll get darker, which is what I want. So in the meantime, before we hop in the shower, we need to do some teeth whitening because it has been a minute. I don't think I've whitened my teeth in a couple months now. The last time I guess was pre-wedding, so they could use a little brighten. I've tried so many different like teeth whitenings, and honestly, Crest White Strips is where it's at. Okay, we're gonna hop in the shower. I'm not gonna bring you with me, but I will show you first the products that I'm gonna be using. So of course we're gonna shave, but before we get into that, we need to shampoo and condition and do all of the things. So I'm gonna be going in with this Alive shampoo and conditioner. This is just a really cheap, like €1 shampoo and conditioner, but I absolutely love it. It's just coconut and vanilla. We're on a vanilla kick right now, hence the vanilla scent in like everything coming up. I'm gonna go in with a scalp treatment before the shampoo and conditioning. This is just the Inky List Salicylic Acid Exfoliating Scalp Treatment. This goes on all over and basically just gets rid of any dead skin and helps if your scalp is like itchy or anything like that. But I haven't done a scalp treatment in about a month, so definitely doing this. I also have this leave-in conditioner that I'm absolutely obsessed with. This is the Nubian Heritage Indian Hemp Fortifying and Revitalizing Hair Mask. So this will just be like on the mids and ends. And then the final step will be a hair glossing. You didn't think I forgot about a hair gloss, did you? This is the one that's super viral right now. It's the Garnier Ultimate Blends Glowing Lengths Pineapple Hair Drink. So we'll be doing this. And then I have just this face wash that I'll be using in the shower. This is the Anua Heartleaf Pore Deep Cleansing Foam. Like I said, I'm like breaking out really bad right now. So this is just like a lifesaver for me. Usually when I'm in the shower, I do like oil pulling, but because I'm whitening my teeth, I'm not. But if I was, I'd be going in with this Gorananda oil pulling coconut mint rinse. And then, like I said, I'm gonna be like shaving and exfoliating, and I'm gonna use, I love this. This is just from Primark. And it's just a coconut exfoliating body scrub. I also have like a mitt that I use and a homemade soap. So we're gonna like be nice and baby smooth. So enough of me rambling here. I'm gonna go ahead and get in the shower so that we can actually get to the fun stuff. That felt like the world's longest shower. That was like a 45-minute shower, not a 30-minute. So we've already taken off the teeth whiteners. How are we looking? Pearly white, I hope. First of all, look how much hair I lost in the shower. 1 second. The curly girls will understand, like this is average for us. Okay, so I already did like my body lotion routine off camera because nobody wants to see that. But I started out with this Dove body lotion. This is the Pro Age Niacinamide lotion. I put this all over my body, and then I followed that up with, this is actually a newer purchase. This is the Cream Vanille body oil, and this smells so good. It's not like overpowering, so you won't like feel sick or get a headache throughout the day, but this is so nice. And I picked this up at Ulta. I think it was like 25 bucks. So I put that everywhere, so I just have like a nice little like glow to my skin. Chef's kiss, love it. Before we get into hair, I'm gonna do this little Ordinary AHA 30%, BHA 2% peeling solution. This will literally just make your skin feel baby butt soft. And it looks like blood. It's very like Halloween-esque. And you wanna like avoid the under eye area too, you know, but kind of just like that. I don't even put any on my nose. And then I'm just gonna let this sit for about like 5 or 6 minutes, depending on like how your skin's feeling. If your skin starts to feel like it's hurting, definitely rinse it off and probably don't use it again. And of course, I had to put on my all-time favorite deodorant. This is the Native Coconut and Vanilla deodorant. This is aluminum and paraben free. Natural deodorant only for this girl, so love this. Before I forget, I already have press-on nails, and I spared you guys the absolute bore that it is to put those on, but I do just need to like clean up the cuticles a little bit. Okay, so while this is setting, let's do hair. I normally use this Color Wow Dream Coat Extra Strength, but it's like empty. So we're gonna try some newer products. I'm gonna put in this Mael leave-in conditioner, because if you're a curly girl, you definitely need a leave-in conditioner. And then I want to try this Living Proof Full volume root lifting spray. I'm gonna give myself a little blowout. And then in place of the Color Wow, I'm using this product here. This is the Kiyuni Care Lumi Coat Luminous Shine Spray, and like the Dream Coat, it is heat activated. All right, I don't know how much luck we're gonna have with this root spray. My God, that's a lot. Okay. Hopefully that's good. Already looking smoother. You can see that the acne, this isn't quite poppable yet, which is really annoying. And I won't bore you with like a full skincare routine. If you want to see that, it's over on my TikTok. I will be back when it is time to give myself a blowout. Okay, so it's officially been a couple hours. I just went and did some shopping, and I did end up putting my hair up in a little bun just to make sure it didn't get too dry. So it's pretty damp now, so I'm gonna go in with this bad boy right here. This is my Revlon two-step dryer thingamabob that basically gives you like a nice blowout. It's so terrible for your hair, so I really try not to use it that often because it just like rips out your hair, but okay, so we're at the halfway point. You can really see the difference with the curls versus the blowout. I must say it is looking pretty shiny, so I'm stoked about that. I think between like the hair glossing and then the shine spray, she's doing something and I'm into it. Okay, so now I'm just going to touch up my hair with the straightener, and I basically just go like section by section, and it's mostly just the roots, to be honest, that need a good touch up. Okay, so it's kind of hard to get all this in frame, and I probably should have not worn a black shirt because it makes it even harder to see, but I ended up just straightening my hair because I felt like it would be easier when I try to cut it, and it is really long, but you can see the ends are just like scraggly. And you can see that like I had layers. So the last time that I got my hair cut was in January. So it's been a long time, and I'm not gonna layer it again. I just want to do like a blunt cut because I have like a lot of hair, but it's fine. And especially when it's straight, it definitely just looks like a lot less thick. But the shine, oh my goodness gracious, look at that shine. Okay. Okay, we're here for it. Anyways, so I'm going to cut the ends of my hair, and then I'll have my husband come over and just like fix it up and make sure that it's even. Okay, so please never do this, but I cannot find my hair scissors for the life of me. So we're gonna have to use fabric scissors, and I know that that is terrible and it's probably gonna cause some split ends, but I looked everywhere and I literally cannot find the hair scissors. Like, so typical. All right, we're definitely looking much better now. I took off like, I want to say like 2 or 3 inches just to really like make sure that the ends were nice and even and not looking stringy. So I feel like that looks much healthier. I'm gonna put a little hair oil in now and we'll be done with the hair. Okay, so that is all for today. Tomorrow we will get into the full makeup and outfit, and we'll just really see if we killed this fall makeover because I feel like it's been a while. It has been a while since I've got cute, and I needed this. It is officially time for the best part of this video, the makeover, where I am going to be doing my makeup, and it is perfect because I am just really feeling like a fun, dark, smoky eye tonight with like a bold lip, which I haven't really done in a long time. So let's just jump right on into it. I've got 2 primers that I'm going to be using. This little Smashbox Photo Finish, which I actually used on my wedding day. It's a pore primer, love this. And then this one, which is from Revolution. This is their Glazed Donut Primer. I don't know if this was just like a limited edition thing or what. I picked it up in my local Primark, or we call it Pennies in Ireland, but everywhere else calls it Primark. That is where I picked it up at. So I don't know if it was just like a collab or what, but it gives you the most beautiful glazed skin. And my skin's already pretty glowy from that Bioma toner. Now that the primer's set a bit, I'm gonna go in with my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, kind of like in between all my shades right now. I've got like 3 different foundation shades right now of theirs, and none of them are quite right. So this might be a little light, but I actually would rather be a little light than a little too dark. I have this like irrational fear of my foundation being like orange and just not matching my complexion. That is literally the worst thing in the entire world to me, so I'd rather just be pale. And I'm just gonna use a sponge to blend this. I'm not gonna use a brush just because, I don't know. I go back and forth. Sometimes I really like a brush. I spent like 300 bucks buying basically all of the Hourglass brushes before my wedding as like a little present to myself. And I did buy their foundation brush, but I actually more prefer it for contouring. I don't know, it's just like a little too dense for me personally for a foundation brush, but it's small enough that it works really well as a contour brush. Then I'm gonna go in with my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Concealer. This is in the shade 3.75. This is such a nice concealer. It doesn't crease and it is very like nice and creamy. And I would say like a medium coverage. You can definitely do it more sheer or you can build it up. Then I'm gonna go in with this Sephora contour stick. I finally found a contour stick in like a really nice like neutral shade that's not so orange. This is in the shade light to medium, 02. And I don't even put it in the temples anymore because I just feel like I'm also losing volume in that area. So I don't want to like narrow my face even more than it already is because I already have kind of like a long face. And I feel like putting the contour in the temple region really just like accentuates that. Then I'm gonna go in with a Refi cream bronzer. This is just their lightest one in the shade Dune, and I'm just gonna take sort of like an angled fluffy brush. And this will kind of just further like warm up just a tiny bit without being too warm. I love this bronzer because it is like the perfect neutral shade, especially for winter time when I'm fair. And for blush, I'm going to be using like a berry tone. Ooh, it like kind of matches the moon or the sun here, whatever that's supposed to be. This is the MAC Glow Play Cushion Blush in the shade Plush Pepper. Berry tones are in right now, you guys. It is officially fall. We're like well into fall at this point, in my opinion. Especially here in Ireland where it's been cold and rainy for a hot minute. Let's move into powders now. I am going to first go in with this MAC bronzer. This, again, is perfect for when I'm fair. This is the shade Light Rosy, and this is a matte bronzer. So we're gonna kind of like balance out all of this glow here. And what I like about this is I like that it kind of ties in some of the pink because it is not an orange undertone. It's a rosy undertone, and I love that. I'm gonna bring it down the neck a bit too because the neck is always looking a bit pasty. And then I only had one type of powdered blush that was like in that berry tone, and this is just from Natural Collection. I got it at the local pharmacy here, and it's just called Rosy Glow. We got a lot of rosy glows going on here. I don't know what the deal is, but I'm just gonna take a big fluffy brush. I don't remember how pigmented this is. Who else is devastated that the Givenchy new reformulation is shiny? Like, we didn't ask for that. I'm so confused. I was at Target and they were selling the Becca highlight again. Like, I think it got bought out by Tarte, I believe. But this is like my favorite highlight of all time, so of course I had to buy it. But boy, she is pigmented. Also, this brow pencil by e.l.f. is so good. And it's so cheap. Okay, brows are on, and then I like to just go in and like fill in where all my beauty marks are, just to bring them back. So we've got some cool tones in here. I don't know how this is gonna come out. because I never do cool tones, but we're gonna give it a whirl. But I'm gonna start with the lightest shade in the palette, which is just this one here. It's called Misty Morning, and I do wish there was a mirror in here. And then I'm gonna go in with this neutral transition shade called Hazy Skies. So we got some fun shades in here. I think I kind of want to try this burgundy. It's calling my name. So I'm going to take this little hourglass brush. I don't know what the names of any of these are. It's just the number 12. A little goes a long way. And we haven't even gotten to the darkest shades yet. Like the black on here, I bet is going to be wild. And I'm just gonna pack that really close all along the lash line to make it look thicker. Now I'm gonna take that taupey brown and just start packing it along the lower lash line as kind of like a transition. And we're also gonna use some of that black shade on a really small little detailed liner brush. Like a little brush, a little baby one like this. I'm going with that black. I'm liking where this is going, but I feel like we're missing an inner corner. Like this look is calling for that. There's like, I don't know if you can see, this one's really, really silver on the pinky. Then we have, well, this one's like a blue silver on the pinky. This one's a true silver, and then we have this like bronzy kind of gunmetal. I'm almost wondering if this will like tie it together so that it's not quite so blue. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. And I always use the Clinique High Impact Mascara on my lower lashes. So now we're just gonna put on a tiny bit of mascara. This is just the Tarte Tubing Mascara. And I'm just going to lightly apply that to blend my natural lashes in, but nothing crazy. Now we can finally get to my favorite part, which is lips. So I have a couple of these, which I picked up. These are the Color Stay CoverGirl lip stains, and then I have them in the shade Brazen Raisin and Natural Flush. And these are really nice because they stay a long time. And then I'm just adding this NYX Cocoa liner over that just to kind of like blend out anywhere that it was kind of looking a little questionable with the patchiness. And I'm kind of feeling like, I don't know, a fall reddish mauvey lip. So I'm gonna use this Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in the shade Glowing Gen, and it's just like a pretty like rosy color. And then I have this little e.l.f. lip oil. This is in the shade, I think, Jam Session, yeah. And it's like the perfect like purpley fall shade. So let's set the face with the Urban Decay All Night Setting Spray. Just zooms you out a bit. You can see how pathetic my backdrop looks when it's all zoomed out, but this is the completed look. I feel like the makeup eats. Like, typically this is not a look I would do at all, at least not like an eye look. I've been really into a nude lip for the last like 2 years, so doing something more bold is a little out of my comfort zone, but I also got a cheetah top, which I absolutely love. Like, I never wear animal print. I've never owned animal print. And I'm just like trying new things. So I'm really into it. I feel like the red with the cheetah is really in for fall, and I'm just feeling it. So this is definitely a very fall appropriate glow up, and it feels good to just honestly like get dressed up and go out and do something fun, because I haven't done that in so long. So that is it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this fall glow up. Leave me a comment down below for what videos you want to see me film in the future, and thank you guys so much for watching.